Hi. You remember the KFC console? The KF console? The Kentucky Fried Chicken console? I remember that console. It was announced like 2 years ago, and we haven't really heard anything since. And I have questions. Where is this console? Why was it going to be so expensive? And if it was going to be so expensive, why were they going to make their chicken console so damn beefy? Eh? Did that not look cool or what? Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is weird, but I'm all in. I am all in. Take my money. I want this thing. And I don't know if you noticed, but right at the end there, it said November 12th, 2020. Well, it is way past then, and I don't know if that was a release date or what, but we have come way past that, and so far we have nothing. Why am I sitting so crooked? I don't know. But I figured maybe you would like to come with me on a journey to figure out what the heck is going on with the KFC console. So right here we can see the KFC console is a video game console developed by KFC Gaming and Cooler Master. So KFC was not making this. A company called Cooler Master is basically making this. After its initial announcement in June 2020, it was widely believed to be a hoax, until its official reveal in December. The console boasts various features including ray tracing, up to 4K resolution, and 240 Hz output. So far, what do we know? It's being developed by a company called Cooler Master. It was believed to be a hoax, but then maybe people started thinking it was real when they had an official release. But, just a simple search can't confirm that or not. This isn't where we're going to stop searching. This is just, if the average person typed in KFC console, this is the information you get. You get no release day or anything like that. So let's keep looking. Okay, so this article was published 2 months ago on May 26th. So this thing was going to be an i9 9980 HK. Maybe this part here means more to you. I don't know what that means. I know that that's going to be pretty beefy. Pretty big. A lot of beef for the chicken console, right? A 1 terabyte SSD. Not too bad. These days, it fills up fast. 240 Hertz. That's good. And 4K. That's pretty good. That's better than, what we have now. This thing was supposed to be better than the consoles, the PS5 and Xbox Series X. It was going to have an Intel NUC, which I'm not sure what that means. 9 Extreme Compute Element with a 9th Gen Intel Core i9. Asus RTX graphics card. I don't know exactly. I heard that it was going to be interchangeable, like your GPUs and stuff like that. A 2 times Seagate Barracuda. Firecuda? I don't know what that means. All I know the only thing I know what it means is the 1 terabyte SSD. And an NC100 chassis Cooler Master. Basically, I think this thing was going to be a PC, an upgradable PC that looks like a chicken bucket that is mostly dedicated for games. But here we go. KFC console, real or fiction? Well, let's find out. Okay, so right here it says KFC gaming console is actual. Actual. After announcing this gaming console in June 2020, it was stated that it will be officially revealed in December 2020, which it was. We just watched a thing from there, but we haven't heard anything from it since. We also see that usually all the latest PlayStation and Xbox consoles will announce their launch and a list of games that the console can support. However, such news has not been revealed with the KFConsole. So they never really said, hey, these are the games you're going to be able to play or anything like that. However, if it was real, based on the specs, it would be able to run the most demanding games in 4K resolution. Also, since the console comes with a swappable graphics card, gamers can customize the components and stay updated with the latest games. And it also supports VR. So this thing would be one beefy chicken. Right here we see, this thing was going to cost a lot. Right away, near $2,000 because all the pieces inside are pretty good. Pretty beefy, pretty beefy for some chicken. So, I mean, and then it goes on to say, should you buy the thing? It's like, who cares? If you want it, buy it. But, that's kind of up to anybody. You can't have a website tell you whether or not you should do something. And for the grand finale, the release date. Officially, it was announced in June 2020. Well, the announcement was. But there is no evidentially proven information regarding the release date of the KFC gaming console. So right there, we now know that there is still no release date for this thing. This may not exist, and if it does exist, nobody's saying anything about it. Right here, it says if you're looking to pre-order, it is advised to wait for any official confirmation regarding the release date and then book your order. Okay, well, that to me sounds like an invitation to go see if we can find this thing and actually pre-order it. This right here is the official website for the KFConsole. And even on this website, there is no place to pre-order this. There is not a single link. There is nothing. All it does is give you information. So, I'm assuming that most people want money, and if they can get your money, they're going to take your money. And since they're not even trying to get our money, I don't think this thing is real. Now, call me crazy, but I think if you're going to market something that you're going to sell, you keep hype. You keep people excited, and you keep talking about it and posting about it to build that hype for when you do release it and it's ready. So, from what we gathered here, and you can't even pre-order it on their actual website, which kind of tells me that it's not even close to being something that's ready, which I don't understand why. If it's just a PC with just cards that already exist and they're upgradable, why can't they do this? Unless they don't know how to make the chicken warmer work. Which, okay, can we talk about the chicken warmer for a second? This thing was going to have a chicken warmer. You could put fucking chicken in your computer or your console, and it keeps it warm by the console's own heat that it makes. For one, who the fuck is eating fried chicken when they're playing video games? And what about the grease? Like, wouldn't there just be grease on your controllers or your keyboard? In the console itself, you open the thing up, and your fucking nasty greasy chicken's in there, and you grab it, and you take a bite, and then just, where does the grease go? And what if your little plate or cardboard box thing that you put it in the console to keep it warm, what if there's a leak? And what if the grease leaks down into the console itself? How do you clean it out? How do you clean the grease off of it? This just seems like the biggest, most disgusting grease pit ever. Who would want to use that? Like, even if we had this thing, I would never ever put fucking chicken inside of it, ever. Anyway, so what have we learned here today? I think we learned that if this thing is real, it is going to be reserved for people that have the money to buy it. And if it's going to be that expensive, it's probably not going to have a lot of releases. Like, they're probably going to make so many of these, and that's about it. I don't think it's going to be something that you can just go out and buy forever. If it ever does come out, I think they're going to make maybe a couple thousand of them, or maybe more, maybe a million. Who knows? But I don't think it's going to be something that is always available. I think it's kind of a little novelty thing. People pay a lot of money just to say they have it, and that's it. It's basically, it looks to me like it's just a PC. Maybe somehow more dedicated for gaming, like maybe It doesn't do everything a PC does, but it's a little more upgradable than a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. So it's basically a PC with some limitations, I guess. And it's made for people with the money to spend to get it, and only so many people. So, did we answer the question, is this thing real? I don't know if anybody knows. I don't know. I don't know if it's real or not. I'm starting to think it's not. But I don't think we got a definite answer. But if I had to guess, I'm guessing it's possible. I think they could make this, but maybe they're worried about fires. Like, if that grease gets in there and then there's a short, wouldn't that catch on fire? Like, doesn't this thing just sound kind of stupid? But it's neat and it's like a powerful machine, right? But you could, for that much money, you could probably make a PC close to those specs. As much as I want this because it's stupid, I feel like it's not very practical. And I guess we'll really never know until somebody says something official. So unfortunately, we're still left with just as many questions as we had before, except for now we know that I feel like if you could pre-order this thing, they would have pre-orders. Something's keeping them from letting people give them money. And if the only thing I could think of is if you don't have a product to sell, or you don't plan on that for having one for a long time, you're just not allowed to. Maybe, I don't know. Um, so I'm thinking that if it is real, we're not going to see it for a very long time. So I guess that's about it for the video. Hopefully we maybe hear something down the line about it, and hopefully I answered some questions you had about this thing. But if you're the one person that watched this video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next one.